Hey guys, my name is Ben, and today I'm going to be tutoring 3rd grade math. So this is lesson 2, so let's just jump right straight into it. So look at each number, tell whether the number is odd or even. So we're going to write a quick chart from 0 to 10, and I'm going to show you guys a method on how you can get all of these types of questions right. Here's our list. So let's say odd numbers, we're going to represent with a circle, and we're going to underline even numbers. So first we can cross out 0, because it's like 0 isn't really, it's a number, but you don't really say it as odd or even. 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even, 5 is odd, 6 is even, 7 is odd, 8 is even, 9 is odd, and 10 is even. You can see a pattern here where it starts odd, then even, then odd, then even, then odd, then even. So let's use this to our advantage and answer these questions. So first, number 1. Let's take a look at number 1. As we see in this number chart, 3 is an odd number. So we could just write odd here. Let's move on. However, when we get to these double-digit questions, here's a quick tactic. Instead of just doing the same number line thing all the way until you get the number, we should look at the end digit here. If the ending digit is odd or even, so 8 is even, that means the number itself is going to be even. And like number 10 here, the ending digit is 9, which is odd. So that means the number 79 is also odd. So you can use this tactic to get all these types of questions right. Just make sure to look at the last digit when you're trying to find out if numbers are odd or even. So moving on, let's take a look at expanded form. So expanded form is basically just writing the number in words. So let's take a look at number 1. So quick overview. This is the tens place. This is the ones place. Sorry about that. This is the tens place. This is the hundreds place. This is the thousands place. This is the 10,000 place, and this is the 100,000 place. So we're basically going to use that knowledge to our information. But first, you're going to want to kind of group these numbers together. So this number as a group is just 316. But because we're in the thousands place, we're going to write 316,000. And then we're going to look at the next side, which is 723. So we're going to write 316,723. So we could see here that based off the comma, we could tell this side is the thousands place and this side is the hundreds place. And we just write it down as if they were a group. So let's try one more together. Let's take a look at number 3 here. As we went before, this is the ones, this is the tens, this is the hundreds, this is the thousands, and this is the 10,000s. So let's start with this group first. It's just 11, but since we're in the thousands, we're going to have to write 11,000. And now let's take a look at this side. But we see a 0 here. So what do we do when there's a 0 here? We're just going to completely ignore it and just look at the numbers. It's 12, so the number is just 11,012. So it's really simple. If you see a 0, just ignore it. Let's move on. So the next section is predict the number in each pattern. So let's take a look at this. So it goes 50. Whoa. Sorry about that. It goes So it goes 50 to 70 to 90 to 110. So a quick little thing I like to do is get the biggest number and subtract it from the next biggest number, then the next, then the next. Sorry about the inconvenience, by the way. So let's do this test. So it's 110 minus 90, which will give us 20. Then we're going to do 90 minus 70, which gives us 20. And then we're going to do 70 minus 50, which gives us 20. So as you can see here, all of them are 20, but we're trying to look for the next number this way, not this way, which means instead of subtracting 20, we have to add 20, and 110 plus 20 is 130. So the next number in this pattern is 130. Patterns are really simple. We could try one more, so let's do number 2. We'll get the biggest and the smallest. 110 minus 105 is 5. Then 105 minus 100 is also 5. And then 100 minus 95 is also 5. So we see the common pattern of 5, 5, and 5 here. And now, because we're going this way already, in this situation from here to here, we're just going to subtract 5. So 95 minus 5 is 90. So the number in this pattern is 90. So yeah, these are very simple. You're just going to get the biggest number and then subtract them with the next biggest number. And if you do that with all the numbers, you should find a pattern. Let's go to the last section of word problems. So number 1 says, Lily is arranging her toy cars in a line. She starts with 2 cars and adds 3 more cars each time. How many cars will she have after 4 rounds of adding cars? So first, we know she starts with 2 cars, so we can already just add the 2 in our equation. And she adds 3 more cars each time. And because there's 4 rounds, that means we're going to add 3 cars 4 times. So here's 1, and then here's 2, and then here's 3, and then here's 4. And we do this math, and we should get our answer of 14. However, another way you could do this is by, if we know that there's 3 more cars each time and 4 rounds, we could do 3 multiplied by 4, which is basically just 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And this will give us 12. Then we're going to add the 12 with the 2 cars we already started with, which gives us 14. And because we know the answer, we know that the answer is 14. Let's try one more. So Ben has 36 apples and he wants to share them equally among 4 baskets. How many apples will go in each basket? So basically, we're going to do 36 and spread it apart into 4 sections. And each one has to have a blank amount of apples. So let's do this. The thing is basically, we're going to see how many 4s go into 36. So we could always go 4 plus 4 is 8, and then plus 4 is 12, and then plus 4 is 16, plus 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24, plus 4 is 28, plus 4 is 32, and then plus 4 is 36. So this equals 36. So we already got all these 4. So now we just got to count how many we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means each basket has to have 9 apples in order to have 4 baskets that add up to 36. So, and because it's standard form, in standard form, all you have to do is just write the number. So the answer here is 9 apples. Don't forget to add your labels, or else we won't really know what you're talking about. So thank you guys for listening. Make sure to just keep all these tips in mind while you guys are doing the math. They're really helpful, and thank you.